Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. According to spoilers for Days of Our Lives, E.J. DiMera might conclude that Nicole Walker DiMera's startling assertions have some merit. E.J. will initially deny Nicole's claims that Sloane Peterson Brady took her son, but he might come around to her position in time. After all, Days spoilers suggest that there are a ton of hints accumulating. Before Nicole was informed that her baby did not survive the automobile crash due to internal damage, the baby vanished inexplicably. Dr. Pierce claims that the baby was inadvertently incinerated, and Eric has since received a healthy, happy baby boy. All those clues, on Days, and in a place like Salem, ought to sum up to problems. Even when Nicole's theory is refuted by the manipulated DNA results, E.G. may want to conduct a covered inquiry because everything about this case has been fishy. That would fit this DOL character since E.J. is the type of guy that executes plans and completes tasks. Fans of Days are aware that E.J. has an abundance of resources at his disposal to investigate this, so he could track the adoption trail and spot a fraud at a distance. E.J. would not have to wait long to confront Melinda Trask and charge her with aiding Sloane in stealing Nicole's child. That can lead to a furious argument in which Melinda tries to refute it, while E.J. lashes out at her and exposes her motivations. E.J. may bring up their long-standing feud, and the fact that he recently succeeded Melinda in her role as DA. Maybe E.J. will think that Melinda's willingness to punish him was a factor in her decision. Another reason to make Sloane a mother and deprive Nicole of this child is that Sloane is Melinda's soul friend. But E.G. might believe that it all comes down to him and Melinda's intention to hurt him. It is possible that E.J. will bring up Melinda's problems with the DiMera family and make it seem as though she was determined to keep this boy away from his biological family. Naturally, at that point, Melinda might casually reveal that the child isn't even E.J.'s. When Melinda finds herself in a tight spot, her only option might be to break the news to E.J. about her true parentage and persuade him that it will ruin their marriage. Melinda is able to depict Nicole and Eric joyfully reconciling over their child, leaving E.J. by himself. E.J. might swear to admit the paternity lie and force Nicole to return to Eric if she is determined to uncover the false adoption and bring Melinda to justice. Would that be sufficient to guarantee E.J.'s silence, regardless of how harsh it could be to prevent Nicole from seeing her son? Stay tuned for updates on all the chaos, as Days of Our Lives spoilers suggest that if E.J. manages to extract the truth from Melinda, he may find himself facing yet another predicament. According to spoilers for Days of Our Lives, Holly Jonas is still holding on to the thought of making Johnny DiMera her man. Since Johnny is too old for Holly, and is now involved with Channel Dupree, there are undoubtedly many obstacles in Holly's way. Since Johnny is also Holly's step-sibling, he regards Holly as a younger sister that he must look out for. Johnny's feelings aren't particularly romantic, but Holly can't seem to get over her infatuation with them. Holly isn't old enough to provide consent, thus the whole thing is absurd. If Holly wanted to do more with Johnny than merely hold hands, she could put him in jail if he had slept with her. Holly is still adamant about winning Johnny over, but she wants to separate Johnny and Channel in order to make room for herself first. There's going to be difficulty now that Holly has enlisted Tate Black to assist with that task. According to Days teasers, Tate will take a daring step to ruin Channel and Johnny's alone time the week of November 27 December 1. Johnny and Channel might initially believe it to be an honest error, but they might later discover Tate's true intentions. Fans of DOL are aware that Tate is infatuated with Holly and would stop at nothing to maintain contact with her, even if it means undermining Channel and Johnny's romance. Channel may solve the case and expose Holly for using Tate to carry out her nefarious plans because she already has misgivings about her. Johnny might eventually come to terms with Channel's assertion that Holly is chasing him. That can result in Johnny making it clear that he will never be in a romantic relationship of any kind with Holly. Holly is about to lose it when this day's plot culminates in a challenging rejection, Holly is likely going to experience some turmoil with drug overdoses in the upcoming months because she will undoubtedly take the news very hard. According to teasers for days, Holly will wind up on a ventilator in the hospital, so she may overindulge in narcotics in an attempt to cope with Johnny's rejection. Johnny won't be at fault, of course, but Holly's sadness looks like the start of a terrible sequence of events that could endanger her life. According to spoilers for Days of Our Lives, Holly is going down a terrible path. We'll keep you informed on her loved one's terrifying ordeal as it approaches. The Monday, November 27, spoilers for Days of Our Lives indicate that Stefan Demira and Ava Vitali will collaborate on a cunning scheme. Now that Stefan has duplicated the key, they will need to figure out how to obtain the necessary proof from the evidence room. Naturally, Ava also needs to return Harris Michaels' Steve Burton missing key set, so she might place the keys somewhere and lead Harris to believe he just forgot about them before. According to teasers for other days, Rafe Hernandez will be under pressure to find Dimitri von Leishner and permanently imprison him. E.G. Demira has stated that he won't stop until the person accountable for the collision, as well as Nicole Walker Demira's infant's death, is brought to justice. However, because of Sloane Peterson Brady and Melinda Trask's fictitious adoption plan, DOL fans are aware that Nicole's kid is still alive. Now that Dimitri has been at Sloane's door, she will undoubtedly become anxious due to the possibility of being discovered. Although Sloane will make an effort to say the baby did not survive, Dimitri is a shrewd man and will eventually discover that Sloane took Nicole's child for herself. Days teasers indicate that in the upcoming episodes, Dimitri will force Sloane into a difficult situation. As a result, she may have to risk everything to make sure Leo Stark hears good news about his liberation. Jada Hunter will give Leo a warning at the police station. Leo may face a severe sentence unless he accepts a plea bargain and gives up on Dimitri, especially given how determined EJ is to exact revenge. In the Monday's Days episode, Nicole will be startled by how familiar the baby that Eric Brady just adopted looks to be when she holds it outside the pub. Nicole will soon admit outright that he is her son, but Eric is not going to buy it. Eric would presume Nicole is simply holding on to a hope that will never come true since he believes she is still in shock over her baby's death. When EG shows up, he'll notice Nicole's excitement and get worried. Nicole will be skeptical of EJ's attempts to persuade her that this kid cannot be the same, but she will believe that cunning Sloane managed to pull off this outrageous prank. According to previews for Days of Our Lives, Eric and EJ will start to seriously worry about Nicole's mental health, particularly as she begins to insist on a DNA test. Stick around for updates on all the baby mayhem, as there are still plenty of surprises in store for you in this thrilling plot. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.